The procurement of VVIP helicopters was not a defence procurement. The Air Force was involved only to evaluate and trial on behalf of the Home Ministry and the Special Protection Group.
Well, even so, it took 7 years to fructify. It also covered the NDA and the UPA administrations. Here a chronology of events.
December 2003 to 2004, Sikorsky is the sole bidder for India's VVIP helicopter bid. But the SPG is dissatisfied with cabin specifications. Prime Minister's office recommends altering specifications and opening the bids to others. Operational ceiling therefore reduced from 18,000 feet to 15,000 feet. Augusta Westland and Russian helicopters then enter the race. Augusta Westland's 101 helicopter emerges successful. Technical parameters are frozen. At this time, S. Krishnaswamy is the Chief of Air Staff. December 2004, SP Tyagi takes over as Chief of Air Staff, serves until March 2007. In 2006, UPA government clears Augusta Westland bid, contract negotiations get underway. 2010, agreement is signed. October 2012, Italian investigation throws up the name of Sanjeev Tyagi, cousin of Air Chief Marshal SP Tyagi. In New Delhi, Surya Gangadharan.
Okay, so we're tracking this big story closely. Let's get in our Strategic Affairs editor, Surya Gangadharan, and of course our National Bureau Chief, Bhupendra Chaubey, for more on this. Surya, I'm coming to you first. We've seen that the CBI is going to be, of course, looking into this whole investigation closely. But what exactly is the kind of evidence that they're going to be relying on in terms of the Italian authorities?
I think primarily the results of the investigation in Italy, where a whole lot of Indian names have been thrown up. And I think they'll first go down to those names, figure out what these people have to say, even ask Air Chief Marshal Tyagi some questions. I think they'll want clarifications on that. Then they'll probably also look at the paperwork here in India leading up to the procurement bid, exactly what happened there, were there any anomalies in the bid. But I think it's also important to understand that it's a government agency which is also investigating another government agency, you know. So you can expect where this investigation may actually go.
Surya, one of the issues that has really been brought up once again into the forefront with this whole deal is how defence procurement is really done in this country. Many questions really on how that business is really run.
First of all, the Defence Procurement Board, which is headed by the Defence Secretary, there is no space there for the Air Chief, the Army Chief or the Navy Chief. These people are not there. They do know what's going on, but they are not part of that procurement board. And it's important to understand that it's the bureaucrat who's proximate to politicians who may benefit from pushing a deal in a certain direction. Also, the fact that in India no middlemen are allowed, and that gives further play to shadowy people with money, businessmen and others, who push deals in a certain direction, but trying to influence people, whether in bureaucracy, in government, politicians, and whatnot. So that's the biggest problem with defence procurement here in India. It's not transparent, nor is it clean.